Thing one too, but now you're on. They can hear you, and now they can see you. Look at that. Say hi to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Here we are. I am Dr. Pete, and you are back on the local Bizcast. Welcome, everybody. I am super pleased to announce my wonderful guest. We have been hanging for the next half an hour. You guys should be jealous because you were not with us, but we will try to cover everything. Kristie Veri of Cleanscape Construction. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Are you ready for this?
Super excited to be here. Super excited.
All right, we're going to get you into the red over there. What do you think? I'll get you like a little closer to the mic. I want everybody to hear you. You can pull that.
Can you hear me?
Can everybody hear her? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think we can all hear. All right, little business first.
Yes, business
I keep on
first.
saying, if you are enjoying this, guys, we have got to make it a race to get to 100. I'm so very close. I'm not even going to tell you guys how close I am, but can I even tell who's going to be my 100th subscriber? It starts with 100. It goes to 500, then it goes to thousands, and then it goes to millions, and the local Bizcast will infect all over the world. But please go to YouTube, go to Spotify, hit like, hit subscribe, come join us, help us expand this out to the world. I would love to bring it. And also, if you are interested in joining us on the local Bizcast, please get in touch with me. I'm at Dr. Pete at shcnj.com. I'm at the Dr. Pete on Instagram. You can find me. You guys know where I am. And now I am done with the business. And now it is Kristie Veri. And I'm super excited to have you.
Yeah, super excited to be here. This is a fun space. I love it. You're great. Your energy is infectious.
Thank you so much. Have you done this before?
No, I have not.
Are you? Oh,
I am
podcast for good. What? Are you serious?
Swear to God.
I mean, just see her sitting here and talking. I was like, you've got this.
Super fun. I've done panels, but not a podcast.
Panels. Oh,
yes.
Little teaser, everybody. Little teaser. I'm excited. So tell us about Cleanscape Construction.
So Cleanscape Construction is a women-owned minority construction company. And
checking off boxes, guys.
Yes.
All right.
We are general contractors and builders, and we do anything from a bathroom renovation to a new home build on the residential end and small commercial on the commercial end.
Yeah, but I already know, teaser, this is not where you started.
No, not at all. It was a dream as a child.
Was it really?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
As a little girl, I always loved the building industry. I played with Legos. It was one of my favorite things, designing houses. And it was just something that I always loved. But I wanted to be a mom, and I didn't think that it was like the right role and all that good stuff. And yeah, so this is a dream come true.
You didn't think this is the right role because socially people
Correct.
thought it was unacceptable for you to do this
100%. Yes. Yes. 100%.
You showed them.
I know.
You showed them.
I
Did you grow up brothers? Like what?
No. I have a sister. I have two amazing parents, and we were just studious and encouraged to go to school, and excited about growing up, having a family, and a career path was definitely encouraged, but I just social media, expectations did not anticipate or did not encourage you to go into the construction world.
Breaking through.
Yes.
through. These are my favorite stories. Local girl-ish, right? From
Yep, Richfield Park.
I'm not going to take it out of your mouth. I'm going to let you say Richfield Park. It's okay. Don't judge, guys. That's still Bergen County. Relax, all right?
Yes, Bergen County.
Relax, Bergen County. It already goes down to Fairview. Trust me, I know. I was in the next town over there, North Bergen.
Yes.
Little Hudson action over
Yes.
there. But all right, so Richfield Park girl, what's your track? I know you like to play with the Legos, but tell me what your track was.
So I ended up going to school to be a school psychologist. And while I was in graduate school, I was dating my fiance at the time, and he is a third generation contractor. So his family's been in the construction industry.
Oh, you did that on purpose. You were like, I'm going to find a guy who's in construction. I'm going to show my baby.
The complete opposite of what I thought I'd marry.
Right.
And while I was looking for anything that I can possibly do to make some money, right? Because that's what you do when you're in graduate school and you've got 1 million hours of internships and studying and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, free work, right.
Free work. And I started to get involved with the construction world, putting a handful of hours in whatever I could, just to make some money. And I ended up just.
What did you do in the construction world for a few hours? Like, I mean, how many hours?
So I worked in the office,
Okay.
and I would review numbers, see what projects were happening, what was going on.
Yeah, obviously, because a
Just doing
psychologist,
a lot of bookkeeping, kind of like clerical work.
yeah, okay, because a psychologist graduate student this is the ideal role.
But what ended up happening was that, you had the workers coming in, you had the projects going on, you had a lot of chit chat about the pros and cons of something, the hurdles, oh, look at this new, this new trend, and I just fell in love with it. I was like, I want to be in there. I don't want to be in the office. I want to be out there.
Did you get out there before?
Oh, sure.
Even before you graduated. So you're still in the psychologist route.
Yes. Well, we ended up doing a lot of construction on our house. So because I started learning, there was some stuff that I was like managing at our house, and it became contagious. I mean, I don't know if you've ever done a renovation. It always starts off like a bathroom, or it starts off with something small, and then it just snowballs into you've just redone your entire house kind of thing. Well, that's how it felt as a career. Like I knew it's where I wanted to be.
Okay.
It was a world of creativity, fun, and, bringing a vision to life.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, I want to do that right now. Guys, I quit. It's over. That's incredible. All right. So now you're doing this as a side hustle.
Right.
Yeah. You graduate.
Correct. Yeah. Graduate. I go get employed. I am working as a school psychologist. And
did you quit the other one?
No, I slowly started working the business up. Yes, I wasn't working anymore with my husband's family. Right. Him and I had broken off, and we started our own company back in 2008. And so little by little, we built it up from absolutely nothing, going from door to door, and just looking for some work, looking for things to prepare. We both had a very driven mindset for business. It was a vision that we could both see together. We both have completely different tastes, but strengths. So people are like, how do you work with your husband? And I was like, believe it or not, it's our strength. Like our strength is working together. And we just built it up from doing small things here and there to where we are today.
What was your first project?
Our first project,
was it called Cleanscape? Was that the name of the company from day one?
It's 2008. Always been Cleanscape from day one.
All right. What was the first
I want to remember. It might have been a deck. I think it was a deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Was it Richfield Park? It might have been Richfield Park or Hackensack. I can't remember now. I know we did two of them. I can't remember which one was first. Gotcha. But yeah.
But the husband, no? Is he upset with you? Wait, by the way, shout out to the husband. What's his name?
Craig Veri.
Craig,
my husband and partner.
Shout out to you, my friend. He goes, I can't believe you didn't remember that, Kristie. I can hear him right now. Because that's what men do. That's what we
Yes, so exactly.
So, all right. So you did a deck.
Yes, we did a deck.
From a deck to what was the last project you just completed?
We just did a restaurant, actually local here in. Can I shout it out?
You don't.
The old melting pot.
Yes, I just saw that they reopened.
We just did it. That's our.
That was you.
Yes.
I don't know what the name of it is.
It's called Toba Melt. They just opened.
Melt. Oh,
yeah, they had the grand opening last week. That was one of the last projects we finished.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
from a deck to a restaurant.
Yes. Restaurants are actually a ton of fun.
You sound like you have fun doing anything. Who cares? Like, you want me to build an ant farm? It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It probably would be.
That's what I do. I have fun. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Yep.
Everybody always says, if you can do something that you love, you never have to work a day in your life. And I mean, obviously, like work has its stresses.
Of course. Yeah. There's always some ups and downs, and there's always some hurdles. But if you really love something, you can start small. Just start small. Give it a taste, see if you like it. You'd be surprised what it turns into. I never thought that I would leave a career that I had spent so many years getting educated on to come and do this. I never in a million years imagined it. And I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Do you think any of the stuff that you got in going through psychology helps you with what you're doing?
100%. Absolutely. I'm a firm believer that everyone, no matter what career you go into, you should get training in psychology and business. No matter what career, psychology and business.
We have talked about this on previous podcasts with a lot of our other hosts, guests and stuff like that. And do you understand how much business that I took in chiropractic school?
I believe it.
How much?
Oh, zero.
Zero.
Yes, zero.
Zero.
Yes,
They
zero.
give you nothing. And
I
by the
know.
way, I'm not talking. We talked about this in the high schools and stuff like that, like learning to do finances, balancing your checkbook. I
Yep.
know, guys, there's not checkbooks. I was born in the 1900s. We had checkbooks. All right, relax. But like there's zero going
know,
through
it's-
high school and managing money, and now with all the the credit cards and all the Apple Pays, nobody's even paying attention. And
Nope.
it's such an absolute talent that you need to create. It's a skill.
What about going for a business? What about going for an interview? Like you have to understand like what your negotiation points are. Like how do you put that together if you
Right.
have zero business background?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever done an interview in my life though, so I'd be really bad at that. I think. So, I've always had my own business, so I don't know. But I mean, I do interviews on this end.
Right.
And I can only imagine that anybody who's ever interviewed with me, sorry, it's not normal. I'm a person. I need to know you, right?
Yeah.
I hire the people. We can train some of the skills, but I hire the people. I want
Nice.
good people. It's about having great people, and those great people who are aligning with our vision and what we want to do.
Yep.
And again, we both have unique things. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
has it been tough? What are some of the difficulties in the contracting business right now?
It's all sorts, I mean, it's always hard running a business. One of the things that I found that was really difficult was going from an employed mindset to a business owner mindset. I think that was probably one of the hardest transitions that I had to do. Your mindset is to kind of getting the work that needs to be done, having a set organized area of like what you're covering, what you're required to do in your position, receiving a paycheck, knowing, what you're going to get at the end of the week, the month, the year, that kind of thing. When you are a business owner, while I personally think it's so amazing, it is definitely a very different mindset that you have to really change, and you have to change. You're now going out there and there's no book, there's no list of what you should do, what you shouldn't do, kind of things. So you fall on your face a lot of times.
It's the best. You have to.
But if you are eager to do that, it's like literally every time you fall on your face or you hit a wall or you're not sure what to do, you get the aha moment after, and it's and little by little you just continue to accelerate, and it's
because you have to try things, and you have to
Yes.
try things, and you will never figure out that aha
yes
unless you
yes,
try it.
yes.
And so when you have this comfortable, I don't have to try anything.
Yep.
No, and I find you're right. That's when the breakthroughs do happen. Thank
They
goodness I
happen.
just said yes. I tried. I had to.
Yes,
There's
yes.
no other option.
Oh, it gets you out of your comfort zone.
Mm.
And sometimes you don't have a choice, because if there's food on the table for your kids or that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. And you had fun doing that too.
so much fun.
That's
It
a
really is
lot.
a lot of fun. I wake up every day and it's
What time you wake up?
very different.
You were an early riser?
I am an early riser. I used to be a late night owl and get a
Yes.
lot of work done there, but I've been getting up a bit early, on the earlier side.
Go ahead. What's the number?
5-ish.
Woo!
I know.
5
I never
a.m.er.
thought. I used to do the 1, 2, 3 in the morning and
I was-
and rock it out there,
Yes.
and then sleep in a little bit in the morning. But I don't know. It's changing. I know.
Ew. No, I'm
No,
just
it
kidding.
is ill.
We
It
talked
is.
about this
It
on
is.
again previous podcasts. I listened to a lot of people, the 5 a.m. club, of course, right? And
Yeah.
so it's a good time. I was nocturnal as well. So my mother's out there right now, but she'll probably hear it on the podcast anyway. But like, I used to go when I was in college. I used to go get breakfast when everybody was leaving the dining hall from dinner.
I love it. I love
But
it.
I did my best work between like 2 and 4
Same.
a.m. I still
Same.
think I did.
You know what it was? It was quiet. No, there was
Yeah.
no distractions. No one's reaching out to you. No phone. Everyone's sleeping. So
Yeah.
it was like zone. I was in the zone.
Oh my God, tunnel too,
Yeah,
tunnel.
yeah.
It's funny. They talked about like multitasking, and everybody's like multitasking. I'm like, I was tunnel vision. Like I was like this.
Yes.
I couldn't even be distracted left or right. And the funny thing is, I do this with my team out here. I do a whole proving that multitasking is not necessarily more effective or more efficient.
Yeah.
And the exam, the test, the challenge works every single time.
Wow.
And I love it. So really quickly, because I don't want to take any of your time, because I always tell you we're gonna have 4
I
minutes
know.
left. We have
I
more than
know,
4 minutes,
I
but
know.
so you take a piece of paper and you write 26 dashes 4 times.
Okay.
On the first 26 dashes, you just tell somebody with a stopwatch. You write 1 through 26. Click. How long did that take? Then you write the alphabet, A through Z. Click. How long did that take? Now, if you think multitasking is more effective, the next 2 lines, you go A1, B2, C3, and
Oh
see how,
no.
right? So if multitasking was more effective, and this, again, obviously is a very broad view of this, then that would take equal or less amount of time.
More.
It's never taken less than almost double.
Yeah, I believe
mean,
it,
the
'cause you're
best of the
stopping,
best.
you're getting your
Yes.
brain to shift every single time.
Love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of my favorite experiments. That was the word
I
I was
love
looking for.
that.
Sorry, guys. It's a little late in the day. I mean, but that was one of my favorite experiments. It probably doesn't mean anything, and like it's probably going to be like scientists and research people be like, that is garbage. But I find it to be very.
And you have fun with it.
I do. I have fun with everything I do. Loud and energy and everything like that. One of the things that you were telling me about beforehand is like you're super excited because you are this female rock star. So do you wait, hold on, you called it female? You also called it minority?
Yes.
You like, I mean, talk to me
Yes.
about that. How did that all begin? And
So I have a Cuban background.
yeah, girl.
And so yeah, woo.
Come on. When I went to West New York again, I was born in the 1900s. It was mostly
It
Cuban.
was Cubans. That's where they. Yes,
It's a little bit different now, but
So half of my family was in that Hudson County area, the Union City, West New York.
yeah.
And then the other half is in Hialeah, Florida. So that,
There-
Miami Lakes.
By the way, that hasn't
Done.
changed. That's still
That's
very
fair.
much Cuban.
Yes.
However, Hudson County has changed a little
It's
bit.
changed.
so
Yes,
yeah.
it's there. You won't find as many Cubans. There's still some hiding in there. but
Absolutely. And the restaurants are still absolutely
Yes,
those are my favorite. I
amazing.
do
Yes.
miss that.
There's still
There's not
some
much I'm missing about
really
West New York
good
right now.
hidden ones in
You,
there.
you don't think I know those?
I-
Wait,
oh,
which one? Go ahead.
I
Shout
can't
'em
think
out.
of them off the top of my head, but I know it's terrible. I know I hit a Cuban sandwich one. They had amazing Cuban sandwiches not too long.
Recently?
No, like 3 years ago, maybe.
So there was this little spot that I used to go to. They're not there anymore. Pan con Todo in
Okay.
Union City. I love
Okay.
that place. I was like on 47th, 46th,
Okay.
and
those are
Bergen
always
line over
like
there.
the little-
Very good. But like Las Palmas, that's
Yeah,
obviously huge.
Mhm.
Well, come on, give me one of them.
I don't even know the names, to be honest with you. I just knew where they were. I'd
Yeah,
pop in
got it,
there.
got
You'd
it.
get the banana chips that are fresh, the platanos, just
There it is.
yummy.
And you're a black beans girl.
I am a black.
I'm a
beans girl.
black beans
Oh
guy.
my God.
So, listen, Colombian and Dominican, it's all red beans.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
like that too, but
Yeah.
I like
No. The black
yeah.
beans. That's where it's at.
my mouth is watering a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to cut this one short. I'm just kidding. But so Cuban, female. I mean,
Yes.
this is.
Yes.
Do you know how many people are probably listening out there like, oh my God, she's been able to do that? How did she do that?
If I can do it,
Give me the advice.
You can
What-
do it.
you can do it too. Tell me what the advice would be to somebody who's thinking about doing this.
Stop thinking about it. Try it out.
Do
Go
it.
for it. Just do it. Thinking about it is not going to make it happen. You really just have to sit down and follow your dreams. That's all I can tell you. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it. It is that easy. It really is that easy.
Oh boy, that's bold. That
It's
easy.
bold.
It's
It
easy
is
that
that
you got to
easy.
make the step. I mean,
As long as you're determined and focused and you know this is what you want, is it easy in terms of the road that you're going to go down? No, it's not. But what is easy,
No.
and what is easy that you absolutely love, right?
Right.
So the easy part is saying to yourself, I'm going to do it. That's the easy part. And you should make it easy.
I like that. That's really, really good advice. I think you have to be mature. You have to be responsible.
Yes,
Because if you want to do it, this is not like, oh, I'm just going to dabble. That's no big deal. I'm going to be late. No, absolutely
no,
not.
no,
Take
yeah.
it seriously.
Yep.
Be professional.
Set some dedicated time. So for myself, like I'd set some dedicated time each day to start working on little things here and there. And little by little, you continue to work. Baby steps. You crawl before you walk. And so little by little, things started to add up. Things started to manifest into something. They started to come together. They started to, things were here, things were there, and it turned into something. And that's what you want to do. If I'm not telling you to go quit your job and follow your dream, I'm telling you to take those baby steps to start maybe researching it, find out what's going on. Do you need a license? Do you need insurance? What it entails? Maybe go study a few others, maybe spend a little time understanding some of so if you want to go into construction, maybe spend some time trying to understand, like, what's the background? What do you need? What can you anticipate as a business owner? There's so many classes out there. There's so many YouTube videos now. There wasn't when I was doing it.
Right, because we were born in the 1900s.
Yes.
I don't know who told us this just recently, but I've been using it every day. So thank you for that. I got to give you credit.
Yes.
But,
So just take your time and make some educated decisions and put stuff together. And then when you build it up, then you can say adios to whatever career that you were. But be smart about it. Maybe use that career to leverage and pay for what you're looking to do. So there's.
What was the best piece of advice that you got? That you like, oh my God, that was the best. And it's a tough question, right?
It is a very tough question. For myself, I always found people to be extremely inspiring. That's what was a draw for me. And then once I connected with these individuals, just the most inspiring advice was just to really put your mind to it. Just really put your mind to it. If this is what you want to do, you're the only one that's going to make it happen.
That's the truth.
But I got a lot of guidance. I got a lot of brainstorming for me was amazing. Really understanding someone's successful story was a completely inspiring. It gave me that, excitement that I wanted to be this person one day sharing my story. And which I'm
look at you on the local Bizcast. All right, here we are. Fantastic.
So yeah, it's don't be afraid for the people around. I mean, that's how I grew. That's how we grew, is just, connecting with others that were amazing. Find the people that are better than you. Find the people that are smarter than you, and ask questions, spend time with them, understand what because everybody's story is different, and your story is not ever going to be the same as anyone else's, but it will definitely inspire you to know that it's
these people who were smarter, these people who were better, they were willing to talk to you.
100%. Oh, 100%.
How did you get them to talk to you?
I just ask questions. I love asking questions. When someone says something, I want to understand it. I don't want to just say, oh, that's very cool, that's great. I want to understand it. What do you mean? What do you mean you had no money and you were bankrupt? Well, blah, blah, blah. Wow. So what did you do after that?
I want to know what step one was.
Yes. And so ask questions. I have not met one person that was not willing to answer my questions.
No.
I mean, maybe they thought I was annoying after a little while of asking so many, but they never did. It was something that they loved to share. So go out there and ask someone, what did you do? Why? What happened? Can you tell me all the bad things? The bad things are the best.
Oh, we want to know the bad things. That's like the more important thing, right? We can see the good things, but what did people hide the most? I mean, please, that's what the whole social media world is all about. This is my best life.
Yep.
I want to know the behind the scenes.
Yes.
Show me what is the worst life. That be able to create, at least if this is only tidbits of your best life, at least you've had some good life.
Yep.
Tell me what the bad stuff was that then you overcame and got to this. I love that. I'm a behind the scenes kind of guy.
It is. And it's funny that you say that, because initially when we started doing videos and pictures of our projects, people love, and then randomly I'd throw in, like going to see a house for the first time that was abandoned that we had purchased, and we were going to do a reno flip, and finding the things in there like unedited, going in there with the video camera, going in live, and I was like, oh my God, and sharing what I'm seeing.
Oh, what was the most nasty thing you ever saw?
Oh, nasty. I don't, we've seen some nasty, we've done some heavy clean outs, but one of the ones that was really interesting, that really caught me off guard, was we were in a house, we had purchased it, we were doing a flip, and the whole downstairs bathroom, like an unfinished bathroom, was kind of just like a toilet in there and an unfinished basement. They were all dead kittens.
Oh! Are we allowed to say that on a podcast? Did I just get shut down?
But our customers loved it. Our following was like, "What did you find? What is that?"
Well, that's yeah.
And that's what they wanted to see. I'm like, well, wait a minute. That's what you want to see? You don't want to see this beautiful bathroom that we finished?
Obviously,
and they're like,
look what we did.
No, we want to see behind the scenes. We want to see like what's going on.
You didn't put in like cat wallpaper or anything like that, did you?
No, but I will tell you briefly on that project. So we were doing the project, we were moving along, we had just finished the floors, and we found out and realized cats were living in the walls because the property had been abandoned for 7 years. So we had to get creative. And again, this is where, so if those cats came out in the middle of the night and urinated on the floors,
yeah,
you're done.
destroyed.
They're done. They're destroyed. The house is finished. You have to redo everything. So we had to become creative. We knew someone that was a true cat lover. She came, she spent like 2 days at the house, and one by one caught each of them, brought them home, took care of them where they needed to go. But this is where owning a business and you have to think outside the box. You can't like sit back and go, oh, I'll figure it out. What does the book say? It's like, we need
The book of cats living in the wall?
We need to like, all right, we need to put our heads together, and what do we have?
Did you Google cats living in the wall book? Like, where do you find?
Yeah, no, we had to just sit down and figure out how we're going to figure this out. You know, what are we going to do?
And connections. You had a woman, like who?
Correct.
Of course, you had a cat loving woman. Like, where would you?
You know, and my partner and I were sitting there, and I'm like, what are we going to do? I'm like, if we call this place, no one's going to sit there. And we were freaking out. I'm not going to lie, we were freaking out. And we put it together, and we were like, oh my goodness, so and so. I wonder, like, let's call her. Maybe she has some advice.
Maybe
she has some advice. I asked a question, and my question led to her coming and saying, I got this. I know what to do. And she came, she stayed at the house for the 2 days and caught all the cats. That was a question.
Amazing. There it is. Remember when I told you this?
4 minutes.
4 minutes left.
Wow.
Tell me. All right. So what are we looking for? Cleanscape. Who is your ideal customer? Who in this world can help you find that ideal? Is it the customers? You need employees? What do you need? What is Cleanscape Construction?
We want anyone that has a vision in the area of construction, whether it's their personal residence or a commercial space, a commercial project, whether it's an office building, a restaurant. We want to make your vision come to life. It's something we absolutely love to do. We love working with someone. We love seeing the initial shot and then the faces and the love once it's finished. So anyone that is looking to do any kind of construction, follow us on Instagram. Find us.
Award-winning Cleanscape Construction. Do I have this right? You've got, what do you have? You have Builder of the Year, Remodeler of the Year. You are super fun couple. What is this? Secretary? Oh, you are.
So I'm on the NJB. I'm one of the officers for New Jersey Builders Association, and I was a past president for Metropolitan Builders and Contractors last year.
She's a nobody, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. I won't even air this podcast, even though it's already on. That's for sure. You did great. I can't believe it. Thank you so much.
This was so much fun.
Wasn't it fun?
Totally. Yes.
It's a good time, and I hope you guys will join us for our next good time, which is going to be this Wednesday morning. I'm excited. My next guest is going to be Brittany Michelle, nurse practitioner. She's a pediatric sleep consultant.
Ooh.
I think that's important. I don't know if anybody's ever had any babies who had difficulty sleeping or children who have difficulty sleeping.
Said no mom ever.
I think this might be the highest viewed podcast in the history of the world. She's joining me on Wednesday, April 2nd. That's going to be at 9 a.m. That's this Wednesday morning. You guys, Brittany Michelle, I think this is an important one. She's going to be joining me, but tonight belonged to you.
I loved it. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Kristie Veri. Cleanscape Construction. Where can they find you? Go ahead. Specific. You have
we're on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. Probably everyone goes to our Instagram. It's CCC_builder, or you can put in Cleanscape Construction and you'll find us.
What is CCC?
The original name, Cleanscape Commercial Cleaning Corp. Is the
there it is. Yeah. The truth comes out. You're going to have to wait till episode 2 to get all that information over there. She kind of just veered around all that over there. So I think you did wonderful.
Thank you.
I think it was what we were looking for. Everybody wanted to know. I love how you became.
Thank you. It
was amazing.
A lot of fun. It was a great journey, but it's not over.
Not over. Where are you going next?
Still in the construction field, but we're gonna, we've got some amazing things that we're partnering up with, and we're gonna. You
don't want to tease it out there. You gotta wait. You gotta hold it.
I'm gonna be offering a few different inside services, which is really important. So come check us out on our social media and find out.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. Kristie Veri, Cleanscape Construction. I am the Dr. Pete on the Local Bizcast. We will see you next time. Have a great evening, everybody.
Bye.